Last year's Moto E4 Plus stunned us with its fantastic battery life, and the new Moto E5 Plus is on track to do the same. It retains the 5000 mAh battery to keep you chugging along for more than 2 days. And while the new phone is largely a specification bump, Motorola has fixed one of our biggest qualms. The Moto E5 Plus doesn't look like a cheap phone anymore. There's also the Moto E5 Play, which is even more affordable. We'll take a quick look at what they have to offer. Like the new Moto G6 and G6 Play, the Moto E5 Plus borrows heavily from the Moto X4, which debuted in late 2018. The edges on the back curves inwards, allowing for a comfortable grasp around the phone, and a circular camera fixture sits at top center. Below it is the iconic Motorola dimple, which doubles as a fingerprint sensor. The Moto E5 Plus is the heaviest Motorola's budget lineup, at approximately 200 grams. The E5 Play, like the E5 Plus, has a camera fixture on top center, with an intended fingerprint sensor below. It curves at the edges of the back, and it makes it comfortable to hold. The fact that it has a smaller 5.2-inch screen helps as well. The E5 Plus has a 6-inch screen, but we didn't think it felt unwieldy. On the front, Motorola made some effort to shave down the bezel surrounding the screen. Jumping on the bezel is a trend in smartphones. Only the Moto G5 Plus utilizes an 18:9 aspect ratio, which means you'll be able to see a little more content in vertical scrolling apps than with previous Moto E devices. There's a Motorola icon on the back of the phone, but the company's name is also printed on the front of both Moto E phones. A volume rocker sits on the right side, with a power button below it. At the top is the headphone jack, and there's a micro USB charging port at the bottom. The 6-inch IPS LCD screen on the Moto E5 Plus has a 1440 by 720 pixel resolution. The screen may not be as sharp as higher-end phones, but it manages to look good. It doesn't get bright enough to see outside in daylight, but we'll have to do more testing to confirm. The 5.2-inch E5 Play has a 1280 by 720 pixel resolution, and the screen doesn't look fuzzy at all, thanks to its smaller screen size. The screen may not be as sharp as higher-end phones, but it manages to look good. It doesn't get bright enough to see outside in daylight, but we'll have to do some more testing to confirm. The 5.2-inch E5 Play has a 1280 by 720 pixel resolution, and the screen doesn't look fuzzy at all thanks to its smaller screen size. The Moto E5 Plus is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 435 processor, with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. The Moto E5 Play uses either the Snapdragon 425 or the Snapdragon 427. It's dependent on the carrier you're buying it from, as well as 2GB of RAM and 16GB of storage. Both have micro SD card slots for more space, with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. The Moto E5 Play uses either the Snapdragon 425 or the Snapdragon 427. It depends on the carrier you're buying it from, as well as 2GB of RAM and 16GB of storage. Both have micro SD card slots for more space. Both phones should last you a good deal of time, especially the Moto E5 Plus. It has 5000 mAh battery, which means the Plus will likely last more than 2 days. It supports Motorola's turbo power fast charging technology as well. The E5 Plus only has 2800 mAh battery, but considering the low power specs, that capacity should definitely make the phone last quite some time as well. In our brief test, the camera on both of these phones are certainly capable, particularly in good lighting. The E5 Plus has a 12MP rear camera with 2.0 aperture, along with an 8MP front-facing camera with a 2.2 aperture. The E5 Play has an 8-megapixel rear camera with 2.0 aperture and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. Both phones have flashes on the front for selfies. We're not sure how much both phones will cost, but last year's Moto E4 Plus and Moto E4 were priced at $180 and $130 respectively. It's likely the new version will stay around this price range, but it's entirely dependent on the carrier. These are carrier-only phones, so you won't be able to buy them unlocked. Motorola said we can expect to see them launch in the US this spring. For those estimated low prices, the Moto E5 Play and Moto E5 Plus are excellent value. But what do you guys think? Leave your thought in the comment section below. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more info and updates. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.